Big time breaking news in the college football space. The SEC is finally going to 9 conference games. It's about time, but also they're not just going to let their teams just play a bunch of cupcakes, FCS, bad G5 teams for their non conference schedule anymore either. So, as you can see down here on 3 reporting 44 minutes ago, SEC's moving to 9 game conference schedule in 2026. And then also, SEC teams are required to play one out of conference high quality game per season. Quote, SEC teams are required to schedule at least one additional high quality non conference game from the Atlantic Coast Conference, Big 10, Big 12 conferences, or Notre Dame each season. Sorry, Pac-12, you tried. But I love this. I love this. The 9 or the 8 game regular season with the FCS opponent in there, like right around Thanksgiving, was it was a way of just milking the system, man. Did not like this. Now we got an even playing field. I think it's great, and I also think it's great that Colorado is going to have the opportunity to play some SEC teams, hopefully. So who do you want those teams to be? I'm going to break down some teams that I would be excited and some teams that I absolutely do not want to face. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into it. Of course, guys, like, subscribe, and comment what your takes are. And go get yourself a Buffs box provided by Taco Bell. Support CU Athletics directly. Now let's go ahead and get into the fun stuff. Here is the SEC map. Okay. I don't think we're blocking anybody with my face right there, so I think we're good to go. So you can see 16 teams. Now, I'm going to start out with the team that I hate the most in the SEC. You might think it's Georgia, you might think it's Oklahoma, or maybe Alabama Crimson Tide, or Texas. No, it's Texas A&M. This is not only a battle between 2 teams, Texas A&M and Colorado, which used to be in the Big 12 together. But this is a battle of styles. It's a battle of culture, right? You see the milkmen at Texas A&M dancing, doing their corny cheers. I mean, we played them. I think it was 2019, 2020. We had like a home and home with them, and that was cool. We almost knocked them off at Mile High Stadium. Didn't get the win. I really want to get that win over Texas A&M. I want to play Texas A&M, please. I think that would be tremendous. Now, a team that I absolutely do not want to face is the Georgia Bulldogs, man. Nah, man. I'm a big believer in Georgia. They're fantastic every year, one of the best teams in college football every single year. It's not because I don't think we can get there. But how about if we're that good, we just face off in the national championship, right? That's how I take it. Do not give me Georgia. No way. Okay. Now, another team that I would be very interested in playing would be the Florida Gators. Coach Prime is always recruiting out of the state of Florida. And so going to Florida, doing a home and home, showcasing what the Buffs have to offer in front of all those recruits in Gainesville. I think that would be pretty exciting, man. I think that would be one of the highest rated games the entire season if that's able to happen. So sign up Florida for me, okay? Now another team that I don't really have interest in playing at all is honestly Vanderbilt. Now we do a little bit of recruiting out of Tennessee, but I would much rather go with the Tennessee Volunteers, right? I think that they're a very respected program. They're on the rise right now. I think Josh Heupel's done a really good job with them. We'll see what they do with these quarterback changes, what they've had. But I think Tennessee would be a pretty fun in terms of like stylistically. I think both teams would have really good offenses and maybe some defense to match. But Tennessee is like a sneaky opponent that I would be like really, really excited about. Another opponent that I would be pumped about would be University of Auburn. War Eagle, baby. Now, we've had some recruiting battles with Auburn. I think that's very interesting. Now, I'm not sure if Charles Kelly is still there, but I remember him most recently being like co-defensive coordinator at Auburn. Is that still a thing? So Yeah, you got a little Coach Prime connection there. Hugh Freeze, he's one of these, hotshot college football coaches. Auburn fans are absolutely insane. So I think it would be really fun. A rivalry would be great. And plus, yeah, Cam Newton, at the time, one of my favorite college football players, he's always saying these weird things about Shador. So you also kind of got like that fringe, trash talk happening between Colorado and Auburn players, right? I think it's kind of interesting. So lastly, the program that I think would be absolute box office has to be Ole Miss. Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin, the Portal King. Now he is called Coach Prime, also the Portal King, but you got both Portal Kings vying for true supremacy of the transfer portal. I think that this would be a lot of fun, man, going after Lane Kiffin. Hey, maybe Ole Miss can finally win a big game, right? But I think the Buffs would have something to say about this, and Julian Lewis. I mean, we're talking about they would be scheduling as early as 2026, 2027. Now, there might have to be some scheduling changes made on both of our ends to make this thing happen, sooner rather than in like 2032. But I think, man, Ole Miss is the clash I want. It's the clash of the Titans. I think that that would be tremendous to have a home and home with Ole Miss. Come on, man. What's better than that? I mean, South Carolina, a lot of these teams, I think I would be pretty pumped up to play, right? But Ole Miss, that feels a little bit different. I think that that has a little extra juice to it than like South Carolina. That's just me, though. So let me know where I'm wrong. Let me know where I'm right. Where do you agree with me? What SEC teams have the balls to schedule Colorado in their non conference schedule? We'll find out. Let me know in the comments. Go Buffs.